Hi everyone, today we're going to be looking through this. This is a sketchbook from, I think like 9th grade. I think I was in 9th grade, let's see. Alright, so this sketchbook is dated from November 26th of 2014. I'm not sure where it ends just yet, but we'll find out together. I left the first couple of pages blank. I always leave the first page blank, but I used to leave more than that, and it looks like I tore a page out. At this time I was doing a lot of fan art, and I was still using reference pretty heavily, so the first thing we have is this drawing of Prince Zuko from Avatar: Last Airbender that I wanted to do, and here you can see I wanted to move his hand over, so I traced it, moved it over. There is a like line art version of this somewhere. Some nice little sketches. Again, I was tearing out pages I didn't like a lot, or sometimes it was like with the Prince Zuko, I probably traced it onto this page and put it somewhere. No idea where. Alright. I was also drawing a lot of stuff from reference of ball jointed dolls. This is definitely like a drawing of a doll. A lot of this is going to be pretty sketchy, and a lot of it is probably going to be done with Prismacolor colored pencils. That's kind of what I was working with at the time. A lot of this was done like after school, so and there's also a ton of unfinished stuff. I kept writing little notes to myself, you know, why does this look bad? Because I wasn't very good at following reference, that's probably why. Here's a Elsa I tried to draw, probably not too long after Frozen came out, to be honest. Some hand practice. This stuff is kind of boring, there's not really a lot going on. I tried to draw myself and my best friend. More blank pages. Actually, it's not blank. There's the shadow of a drawing I didn't like and I erased, so I skipped the page. Another ball jointed doll sketch. And more notes to myself. This one says, work on placement, work on clothing in general. Another ball jointed doll, again with the notes. This one was like how I would color it and stuff. And I put who the doll was by. Some of the dolls didn't have like the actual creator, so I didn't do that. But this one did. And then here I drew Mabel and Dipper in like a more, I don't know, ball jointed doll inspired style. I didn't like how Dipper drew, how I drew Dipper, so more, it's like a collection of sketches. We have dead eyes. Yeah, I was pretty bad about that. They all are kind of lifeless. More sketches that I like barely started and decided I didn't like, so I just moved on. I redrew Dipper and I liked him better, and that was supposed to be Rapunzel. Like this seductive Christmas picture. Didn't like it. Random stain. I said, I think that's foundation. Like I said, a lot of these are ball jointed dolls, more like weird anatomy going on. And because I was drawing from ball jointed dolls and not just like using actual people for reference, my anatomy was like super weird for a long time. Oh no. So I had burnished the colored pencil too soon. And what that does is it like creates this layer of color and like wax on the paper, and the more you try and add to it, just like the muddier it gets, and the additional colored pencil just won't take it all. So I was going to do like a full piece with this, and I stopped because I messed up on the coloring and I couldn't fix it. This stoner dude. I don't know about that. He was just a Baldwin doll. Oh, here is the remains of a painting I did that I actually framed. I'll have to find that. That's kind of funny. More Baldwin doll work. With a cute little hat. That's definitely cute. It's supposed to be like a little lamb hat. Another Baldwin doll. I actually kind of like how this one looks. I wish I would have colored it. And you can see over here where it says the initial poster. Oh, I will say a lot of the Baldwin doll reference I got was from DeviantArt, so do with what you will that information. I used to like scour DeviantArt for Baldwin dolls to reference or to draw in general. This is another thing I did. Instead of just ripping the page out, I folded it in half. And apparently it was because her head was too big. That's good. We'll just leave it folded. Why not? I also used like this crazy light. It was like I don't know, a 4H pencil maybe to draw most of these. And I wish I had used a darker pencil when I was drawing, or even like lined more of this stuff, because through the years, like this is, oh god, 8 years old now almost. Through the years of like flipping through them and looking at them, the pencil has like worn away a little bit. Sorry about my cat in the background. He's angry that I have put him up so he doesn't jump all over everything while I'm going through this. I really like this. Gonna say like late 1800s lady. Also a Baldwin doll. I could probably stop saying that. I'm pretty sure everything in here is a Baldwin doll. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure it's probably all of it is Baldwin dolls. Nothing wrong with that though. And The Hobbit I apparently watched, and I drew Thranduil and his really weird twig crown. I did not do a very good job at it, but I was so proud of this drawing when I did it. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I thought that it was like 100% perfect. I could not get it any better except for his nose, and I was going to color it. Never got to it. Here I try to do, what is his name, like Kili, K-I-L-I, yeah. I read The Hobbit, kind of, half of it. It's really kind of long and really descriptive. It's very of its era. Like, books from back then had a lot of unnecessary details. There's like a whole chapter detailing a forest. It's really unnecessary, but I did enjoy what I read. It takes a little bit to get through. And then I think this is like Philly, F-I-L-I, yep, that's him. And I could not draw facial hair to save my life, so he just gets to look weird forever. And oh my gosh, this one, like, I don't know where to even start. My grandfather, his wife passed away. So technically she was like my step grandma. She did not want to be called that though. She passed away, and he wanted me to draw a picture of her to like get engraved or something. And the problem was I was really not skilled enough. I was not skilled enough for this task. So I drew it, and I thought that it turned out okay. I mean, it was supposed to be an engraving, so it needed to be kind of, you know, less detailed, but he didn't like it, so that's fine. I didn't like it either. That's just one of those funny things from way back when, you know, here, draw my wife to get engraved because she's passed away. you know, God bless, rest her soul. And I drew this terrible drawing. I will say it does look like her. Like, when people see it and they know who she is, they think it looks like her, so. But it wasn't what he wanted, and I knew it wasn't what he wanted. Oh my goodness. Oh god. So, another Baldwin doll reference, I'm sure. But it says, stop drawing anime. This is of the time, guys. This is of the time where if you drew anime, you were not a real artist. You could not be a real artist and draw anime stuff at the same time. That was like a sin. Any art teacher would scream in your face about it. It was a big deal. Which, it's not. Draw whatever you want. Who cares? More unfinished stuff. I guess I thought it looked bad, but it was probably fine, and I probably could have just continued. It's like pastels. I'm not sure why those are in here randomly. This, I'm pretty sure, but not like 100% sure, is a cosplayer of, oh my gosh, Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. Didn't finish it. This sketchbook might not be finished, to be honest. It is not. Wow. Okay, so, oh, we got some goods. Okay. Apparently I made a little pocket on this sketchbook and there are things in it. I did not remember this. I used to draw on sticky notes in class. That's whatever. Oh my gosh. And I used to draw on, so this is a cut down blank index card, and I cut it down to be like a bookmark, I guess. Oh, that's from Fairy Tale. Another Baldwin doll. He's pretty cool. He's got some glitter on him. I had glitter pens. I think I might have drawn that in class, to be honest. I had the glitter pens in my school bag, so. But what I would do is I would use the glitter pen and then I would smear it with my finger to like disperse the ink and get mostly just the glitter on the page. A little life hack for you. Alright, let's see. What is this? Science review. Oh, I did a little drawing on it. He is Steve. We got Newton's laws. Interesting. Oh gosh. Some dude from Coraline. Okay. I guess I put that in there because I liked my drawing. We got ball jointed doll picture number 1. The same picture again, but the line art, I didn't like it. I tried to do it again, didn't like it again, and a piece of watercolor paper with nothing on it. Well, apparently there wasn't anything that interesting in there. This is something, though, that I will say I did a lot, where if I really liked the drawing, like which this one I did, I thought it was good, you know. I kept redoing it over and over again to get it just right, and when I didn't get it good enough, I just gave up. I wouldn't suggest doing that, to be honest. I think you should probably try and stick it out, finish the piece, because sometimes, you know, it looks like this when you ink it, but when you get all of the color on there, any of the weird spots, like I probably didn't like that I doubled back on this line here, and you know, the hair is a little goofy, or you can see some of the lines cross over where they shouldn't. When you color it, like a lot of times you can't you can't see that stuff. It's just, it like doesn't matter, you can't see it. So nowadays, instead of scrapping that, I probably would have just tried to go with it. And if it was really bad still, then, you know, maybe try again. But there was no need to do that to start. That's not too bad. Yeah, I used to draw a lot in sticky notes. In one of my next sketchbooks I'll be going through, there are a lot of sticky notes in it from class. Apparently this one's 5th period math. And I believe I used this as a stencil, and I X-Acto knifed this out. I cosplayed Natsu, so a little tidbit into my life. So that's that sketchbook. It's not really that interesting. The only reason I'm going through it is because, first of all, why not? It is a chapter in my sketchbook life, and I'm going to be clearing off my sketchbook shelf. You know, it's time. It's time to take the things off of my my sketchbook shelf and put them away into a box. I kind of need the shelf for other things now, and I'm a little worried that when my son is big enough to stand and touch things, that he will touch my precious, precious sketchbooks from... Some of them are over 10 years old, so I think I would cry if they got messed up. So it is going to be a good idea to put them away. Just put them away. I just realized that I spelled Zuko wrong. Maybe I thought I didn't, because I probably thought that the line for the U was part of the K, but it's not. It says Z-U-C-O. Funny stuff, that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed looking through my kind of boring sketchbook. You know, I'll cut out any weird spots, whatever. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for going through my sketchbook with me, and I hope you'll catch me in the next one. I'll probably do 2 sketchbook videos back to back, just so, like I said, I'm going to be taking them off the shelf and putting them in a box. That way I don't have to dig for the box for the next video. Alright, bye.